Hi, 12 Days of Christmas, day 2, two turtle doves. So today we're going to do 2 sets of one type of cardiovascular exercise. So let's get going. 2 sets, let's go. So the first exercise is a march. So marching on the spot. Let's get my timer going. So we're doing a march for 1 minute, then do another exercise, a march for a minute. Just stick with me. Just get that music, just get it racked up. Okay, so 11 seconds through this first exercise. So it's just about getting you moving, getting you off that couch, stop watching that TV, and if it's raining outside, just to get your heart rate raised, just so we don't feel sluggish, and then reaching the fridge for some more food. So it's just getting us moving. So we're halfway through. Let's add our arms a little bit more here. So again, keep the chest lifted, keep your breathing nice and strong. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, and get those arms pumping. So we've got 15 seconds left. After 15 seconds, we're going into a little squat. So it's just placing your feet underneath your hips, putting your weight back through the heels, doing a little bicep curl with that movement. We've got 5 seconds left. So let's slow the pace, feet hip distance apart, shoulders back and down. Let's go. So we're going into that little squat. Just putting the weight back through your heels. Your arms can either come forward, as I said, to go into a bicep curl. So again, it's keeping your chest lifted, putting the weight back. So this is wrong, this is right. So putting your weight back. It's easier to do a curl if you want to work a little bit harder. Take those arms forward, so it's making a bigger movement. So we've got halfway through. After we've completed, we go back to that march. So that can be just to give you a little bit of a breather. So again, ankles and toes in line, chest lifted, either arms coming forward onto that bicep curl. We've got 10 seconds left. After the 10 seconds, we go back to that march. Okay, back to that march. So this is your second set of a cardiovascular exercise. So we complete this for a minute, then we go back to our squats. 2 turtle doves, 2 sets of different type of cardiovascular exercises. So cardiovascular exercise is rhythmic movement of large muscle groups. So in the whole of the workout, without using weights, bands, we're using our body weight to do this exercise. We're using all our muscles, especially in a march, but we're using all our muscles. So it wakes everything up so nothing gets tired. We've got 20 seconds left. So let's give it a little bit more pace if you can. With a stamp on the floor. Okay, we've got 8 seconds left. So if we slow the pace, feet hip distance apart, shoulders are back and down into those squats again. So this is your second and final set of squats before we move on to our next exercise. Our next exercise will be a step touch. So while you're mastering your squat, think, okay, in a minute or less than a minute, I'm going to be doing a step touch movement. So a step touch is a sideward movement. So you've done a static movement as in a march. You've done a nice deep movement in a squat. So we're just moving our hips, our legs, our body in different directions. So step touch is taking our little step to the side and keep moving from side to side. You've got 15 seconds left. This is your last set of squats. So again, if you feel tired, you can draw the arms in, so it's not such a large movement for the heart to work with, or you can do a little knee bend. So don't forget your next exercise, step touch. So it's taking the movement from side to side. It softens that deep movement. So you're keeping your hips facing forward, your legs straight but not locked out, and you're just tapping from side to side. Now you can make this movement longer, you make it deeper. Don't forget you've got 2 sets of this exercise. So just see how you feel today, see how much breath you have. You can make it a smaller movement if you want to. So mixing step touch with spotty dogs. So spotty dogs then is mixing the movements, moving our limbs through a different range of movement. So it's not too repetitive. Okay, so a little march, spotty dog. So here we are, spotty dogs. Doesn't matter which arm coming up, and taking the legs out behind. So this is your first set of 1 minute doing spotty dogs. So after completing this minute, we'll go back to that step touch from side to side. So you can see the limbs are going in completely different directions. So it just mixes it up. So again, so you don't get too much wear and tear in one movement. Okay, you're over halfway. So don't forget, the next exercise will be a step touch from side to side. Now this movement, you can move your arms down and just do a small movement. It's literally going up to the levels, literally giving yourself the options. Okay, 5 seconds left, then we're going to our step touch. Okay, lower the arms down, think step touch, taking those arms to the side. Arms are up, swaying from side to side. So keep those hips forward and those knees soft as well. Shoulders back and down, just floating from side to side. So this is your second set of step touch. Okay, so then we're going back into your spotty dogs. So taking the arms up in front, as small or as large as you wish. We have 15 seconds left. This is your last set of step touch. 1 more spotty dogs. Then we're going to step forward with a knee raise. So 5 seconds before we go into the spotty dogs. Okay, so changing that move, arms up in front, legs out behind. Arms can be as high or as low as you wish. Again, a light tap, keep the heels raised as you step back. Make sure both steps are at the same distance. Try not to twist the hips. Okay, 35 seconds left. And then dropping the arms down, taking a stride forward, lifting a knee up, and alternating from side to side. That will be your first set of 2 minutes, 2 sets of doing your step knee. Okay, we've got 12 seconds left. So the next combination is a stepping forward with a knee raise and a half jack. That's taking the legs out to the side. So lower the arms down, come back to that march. So it's a step with a knee raise. Chest press arms. Chest lifted. Take a stride. Lift the knees up. Try not to curl in. So wrong, right. Keep the elbows raised. Try to lift both knees up the same height. That step forward and back could be a small step, could be a large step. Make it your own today. You can always do this again. It'll stay visible for the full 12 days of Christmas. You can always come back to this if you want to. So I'll release different ones each day. Okay, we've got 8 seconds left. Okay, so after 8 seconds, we're taking the movement to the side for a half jack. Okay, let's change. So half jack out to the side. So this is your first set of 2 sets of 1 minute doing this exercise. So it's a tap out to the side, raising the arms up to shoulder height, keeping that heel raised as you tap from side to side. Make sure the arms are coming out to the side and they're not creeping forward. So you're not doing this. You can see the arms are back out to the side. It allows the chest to lift and open, so you can breathe a little deeper. Got 15 seconds left. After 15 seconds, we go back to that step, the knee raise. Don't forget, you can also go do your Tai Chi afterwards, yesterday. Something to sort of chill down. Okay, step knee raise. Not counted in then, sorry. So again, lift the knee up, lift the knees to the chest, not the chest to the knees. So again, that stride back and forth can be as large or as small as you wish. Make sure the whole foot drops down to the floor when you step back and forth. So this is your second set of step with a knee raise before we return to do your half jacks. So we've got about 20, just over 20 minutes doing these movements. So just enough to get you moving, get you motivated, burn a few calories, lift the mood, lift the spirits. Okay, so back to that half jacks, out to the side. Again, arms nice and long. If you start to get tired, you can bend at the elbow, so you don't carry the arms and the weight of the arms so far away from your body. So it makes it a little bit easier. You can cross the arms over, make it a large movement. Again, that stride to the side, you can make longer if you wish. You can always do this holding weights as well. The whole of the routine can be carried out, delivered with weights. So this is your second set of your half jacks. Got 8 seconds left. The next exercise is a knee raise. Just bringing the knees up in front, just tapping the thighs. Let's change. So knee raise. So again, back nice and straight. This is your first set, mixed with another exercise. So 2 sets. So knee raises. So the knee raises, here. So again, keep your back nice and straight. So mixing with knee raises and heel digs. So I've done the heel digs because this is quite a big movement, brings up your heart rate. So the heel digs isn't quite so strong movement, so it gives you a bit of a breather. You can keep your arms down if you fatigue, or you can keep those arms high, or you can add a little hop. So your option. I'm going middle. Okay, so a little march. So heel digs. Arms forward. You're keeping the arms lower, so in line or below the heart. The heart doesn't have to work quite so hard. Tapping forward with those heels. You're not lifting that limb too high. So it gives you what we could call an active rest. So you're actively working. You haven't stopped, but you're still exercising. So it's a bit like when you walking up a hill. You get a little bit breathless. You slow the pace. You don't stop. You get your breath back, and then you return to that walking. So don't forget, we've got 10 seconds left. Work until you can't, rest until you can. Ready into your knee raises, let's go. So knee raises. Second set of knee raises. Again, you can see the chest is lifted, the arms are rhythmic, the knees are coming up in line with your hips. The feet are flat, so not pointing the feet as I'm moving from side to side, and just keeping it nice and rhythmic. Okay, coming up to halfway. So after halfway, we take the heels forward with those arms coming up in front. What are we doing? We've got 8 seconds left before we come back to those heel digs. Okay, ready? Heel digs, let's go. So heel digs. Because it's simple routine, quite rhythmic. You don't have to think too much. What arms are going where? What legs are going where? So if you keep a movement, an exercise session simple, you can actually work harder sometimes. So again, with this, you could add that hop. You could change the arms. Depends how much energy you've got left in the tanks. So again, I'm going middle, taking a good stride forward. My arms are rhythmic. So I feel that I'm getting a little bit of a rest. So I'm not going too crazy. So I'll be ready for my next exercise. So my next exercise is a flick, kick the legs in forward. Careful how you say it. Got 8 seconds left. So we take and lift the heels up off the floor to add a little kick forward and change in the arms. So a little kick. So with the arms, let's add that little punch. So again, you can take it higher, add that little hop, skip and a jump. You can have more of a force with that punch. So even just by adding that power punch, again, it increases your heart rate. You can add that leg so you can make it higher. So again, which exercise best suits you. So we have 1 minute doing this exercise. We don't have 1 minute left. We have 12 seconds left. After 12 seconds, we change the exercise. The exercise is a hamstring curl. So again, it's changing the movement to the side. Okay, let's change. So hamstring curl. We did the step touch earlier, so you could just stay with that if you're not comfortable. But the hamstring curl is squeezing the heels towards your bottom. I'll show you from the side and behind, just in case you forgot my name. It's there. So again, with this, you can make it dancey. You can take it in a circle if you want to. You could add a little hop to that movement. You can take those arms higher, but not forgetting the time. So we've got 20 seconds left. So kicking the heels towards your bottom, keeping those arms nice and high. You can take them forward. You can take it to a little step touch, and you can sort of just tap back with your toes. Okay, so back to the flick kicks and kicking forward. So flick, kick, kick. Second set, last set. The last exercise will be a hamstring curl to bring the session to a close. So flick and kick. So keeping these movements, these sessions nice and short. So once we've done the hamstring curls, we close the session. I will do stretches, more so in another section, but it's just getting you moving. A lot of you know the stretches, so you can do a few stretches at the end. You don't need to right now. My aim is to get you up, get you moving. That's what we've done today. So 2 sets of different types of cardiovascular exercise into those hamstring curls. So step and curl. Last exercise, I feel you can switch me up. Maybe you could do the Tai Chi yesterday session as a bit of a cool down. So it's just make it a little bit of fun, keeping you motivated until we go live or face to face again in the new year. So Boxing Day, I wonder what you've got planned for today. I hope you have a lovely day. We've got 20 seconds left. I hope the weather's sunny with you. And maybe go out for a nice winter walk, winter wonder walk. Okay, we've got 12 seconds left. 12 seconds. I bet you feel so much better if you got up and got moving. You can do all these exercises holding onto the back of the chair as well. You can make it your own. So a little march. Nice deep breaths. Breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. So just slowing things down. Maybe go for a little walk around the house, around the garden, just to get your heart rate a little bit lower. And we'll see you again tomorrow. So I wonder what we'll have in store for tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.